Hey guys, welcome to General Query. This is Fonz. I go by he, him, and his.
Hey guys, and this is Zuki, and I go by she, her, and hers. Welcome to General Query. We're back.
We are back. Okay, so before
We're,
we start,
yeah, tell them.
um, I don't know why, but okay, so this new song came out on Friday, right? And I sent it to you, and
Yes.
then I've been playing it over and over and over and over and over again
Huh?
for the past 2 days, and it's
Yeah,
amazing. I've probably heard it over 100 times already,
right?
and so yesterday as I was driving home knowing that we were going to record today, I was like, oh, we should come up with like cute little things, because you know how Tableau is like, uh hey, hello, I'm Tuvalo, and then she's like, I'm a Scorpio, or no,
Yes.
yeah, I'm a Scorpio,
Yeah,
or
yeah, it's a
whatever, the
Scorpio. Yeah,
sexy freaky
yeah,
kind or whatever.
yeah.
Anyway, I thought it would have been fun, but here we are, we're back.
Hi. Hi. Here we are without the cute and creative song or music or anything like
Intro, yeah.
that. Intro. However, we are back. Thanks for your patience on last week. If you guys knew the kind of shit we went through to try to get that episode done, you would feel sorry for
Oh
us.
my god, yeah.
But that's not the point here today, guys. The point here is that we're back to have a little chat. Now, this is being recorded on Sunday, July 14th. And if you live in the United States or really anywhere in the world, something crazy happened. And so, you know how Fonz and I are always talking about, like, oh, you guys know, like, oh my God, the world is crazy. And then the world just manages to keep getting crazier and crazier.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because which leads me to this point, and this may be a question for Des, but I'll tag her on the socials directly, so she's forced to give an answer. I want to know, what zodiac sign do you think planet Earth is? Like, if she had to have a sign, what would
What would
she
it be?
be?
I
Yeah,
would give her like a Gemini.
you'd give her a Gemini? You think
Yeah.
so?
Just because, like, so Geminis are known to have like the twin personality, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, unpredictable.
But are they stubborn? Are Geminis stubborn?
Yes.
Yes. Well, yeah, I would imagine. Yeah,
But I
also,
do wonder what Des would say, 'cause she's a
I
pro, you
wonder
know?
what
I'm
she'd
just
say.
like
Well, yeah, because she's
getting
actually
out of
educated
my
about
ass.
this shit.
Oh,
You and I are just
correct.
always
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
ha ha ha.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretending we know anything about
yeah,
anything.
yeah. Pretend, which is literally our entire personality is pretending we know
Right,
anything.
right, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I do wonder. I'm gonna tag her ass and be like, hey girl. Because also, can we give Mother Earth a zodiac sign? Do we have to go hemisphere by hemisphere? Do we go by country? You see what I'm saying? Because
Right.
if, like, okay, if the United States had a zodiac sign, insane bitch, Scorpio, like
I
insane,
don't know why I thought Scorpio too.
like insane, fucking vindictive, doesn't let shit go.
Right.
Would shoot you in the back and then step on you on the way out, that kind of vibe. And all the Scorpios listening right now are like, but
Right.
yeah. So, I feel
Yeah.
like what would Mexico be? Like a Pisces?
Mm.
Like just chilling?
I'm
Because
not like educated enough to know what Mexico would be, you know? Like
imagine, I don't know.
like
I don't know. I don't
maybe like an
know.
Aquarius, but also I don't know Aquarius like negative traits. Like yeah,
Yeah.
I guess Pisces and Aquarius are like right next to each other, so I guess yeah, we're on the same like wavelength, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't
I don't
know.
know. Yeah.
I'm just going by feeling right now. There's
Yeah.
literally no, yeah. So
Well,
again,
Des,
yeah.
we
Guys,
will ask you.
let us know what you'll let us know what you think the zodiac
Right,
sign
right, right.
planet Earth
We
should
need your
be,
professional
and
opinion.
then you let us know if we should break it down by country or hemisphere or whatever you think. Yeah, because remember, like, imagine Italy. Italy is like whatever the sexiest zodiac sign is what I picture Italy to be?
So that would
Like,
be Taurus. I'm just kidding.
that was the cheapest fucking joke of all time. I love it. God's like, is that the same? Me.
Right.
Yeah. No, I just picture like, because if Italy was a person, I'd picture her. And by the way, all the countries are females. Like, they're just like I just picture some woman shape. But anyway, so there's Italy
Are we
like
talking? Are we
lounging.
talking Moana right now? Just like
Yeah,
a woman on top
just
of.
like
Yeah.
there's Italy like lounging about, and she's like, "Bring me the chocolate." Is that how you say? I don't know. Anyways,
No.
what is this? What fucking intro is this? I'm so sorry, guys. Okay,
That's true.
I don't
We went
know what the fuck
way over.
happened
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, like you
but we're
mentioned,
back. Yes.
yeah, we're here.
We're here, and judging from that fucking intro, it's a lot of valuable fucking information you're getting right
Right.
now.
Yeah. But speaking of like madness,
Yeah.
like you mentioned, we are recording this on
Mm.
Sunday,
Yes.
the 14th, which, as you guys all know, the president or former president got shot. I have opinions about that, but I'm curious to see what you guys think.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is all over the news.
Yeah.
Trump got shot.
Oh my God, the memes, they are so good. Yeah, we
The
shouldn't be laughing
memes.
about people getting shot, but like people are
Listen,
too creative.
I feel like, okay, once again, we have our very like sort of perfect curated, audience that listens and are amazing and lovely. And for that reason, I just feel like, there's like reporters that have to be like very like, they have to choose their words carefully. As we
Yeah,
know here
proper
on
and
Queery,
neutral.
we don't do that.
Right.
But all I have to say about that is like, yeah, someone got shot or whatever. But this is a very particular someone.
Yeah.
And this someone makes fun of fallen soldiers' families. So I kind of don't feel bad about the memes of him getting shot, to be honest with you. My favorite one that I saw, actually, my brother sent it to me, and oh, it was in Spanish, but he was like, oh, he didn't actually get hurt. It's just he just got michelada on him, and it's
Oh,
like
I saw that.
somebody
The
edited a
rim.
fucking michelada rim,
Yeah.
and it's he. Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Right.
Who of us hasn't been there when we're drinking a michelada and it's like, chamoy on both cheeks this way? So,
Not
listen,
to be rude, but I haven't.
first,
But also,
now he wants to say that Taurus is the
here's the
sexiest.
thing. Here's the thing.
Okay.
What I do is like I'll finger the rim and then put it into the cup. Talk about sexy.
Did you just say you finger the rim with a straight face? With a wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's how
like
you do it. You just same with like margaritas. You just like clean out the rim, throw it into your glass, and then mix. You don't lick it like a savage. What is this?
so first of all, see, this is what you come for. We just got an amazing both life lesson and drink lesson from Fox. Apply the finger the rim, you don't just lick it like a savage advice, and do with it what you will.
just
Um,
apply that to cocktails and glasses.
I really thought you were gonna say something else, and I was like, oh,
No,
I was
that
waiting
you
for it. I
can
was like,
lick. That you can lick and finger as you may.
he said, don't hold back.
Right. We're just holding back when it comes down to rims of glasses and cocktails.
Got it. Not any other rim. Noted.
Correct.
Okay.
Take notes, people.
Take very copious notes. Yes, so that's what's going on in the world.
I know. That's our 10-minute intro.
And also that's our very like, highly nuanced and politically savvy opinion
Also,
about the
I
events of
think
yesterday.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, that so before I go, check out the memes and then
Please.
Also, that's one of like the funnest intros we've had in a while because I think the majority of our past intros has been like life sucks.
Everything sucks. We're
Right.
sad about it. How are
Now
you guys
we
doing?
right. We talk about today we talked about zodiac signs, we talked about rimming, we talked about the presidents, former president, I guess, and memes.
You're welcome,
Yeah,
America.
and that kind of leads us into like today's topic, which is
Yeah.
trending stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most importantly, trends. So Bonds and I, honestly, you guys know a lot about our relationship by now, but you also need to understand that most of our daily interactions with each other is via memes or videos that we just
Yeah.
silently send to each other.
Right.
And that's that. And
No
that's how we
context, nothing, and it's great.
no
Yeah.
context, nothing. That's just how we communicate. It's great. And so through that, it's been like getting sent videos and be like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on in the world? What is it? You know?
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk to you guys. We just want to chat about fucking trends because we're distraught. And honestly, it's funner to talk about this than literally anything else that matters right now.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Which,
Right.
by the way, we were okay. So we are trying to just we are like going like so in prep because yes, we do prep for these episodes. I see you.
You always
Anyways,
have to prep. No, here. Okay, so on that line, I remember. I don't. Oh yeah, yeah. So someone who wants to be a guest potentially at some point. Anyway, and they're like, "So how do you guys prep?" And I was like, "Honestly, like we really don't." And then I was like, "We typically just do like a 2 to 5 minute like touch base and like kind of review what we want to do, and then we just wing it." And then this person was kind of like, what? I was like, yeah, literally. We just like talk about it for a couple minutes and then we got it. It's an outline. We'll see what happens.
it's done.
But yeah,
It's
I guess
done.
to your point, we kind of do prep.
A little bit. I think
Yeah.
so. I think we do. And on that, really quick, so we this one didn't make it on our list because it literally just popped into my head. What is going on with the Haktua situation?
Oh my God, I love it.
First of all, this young woman, okay, could come over to my house and hang out anytime. Okay.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Listen, she is a fucking disaster, and I love that for her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The spit on that thing is the funniest thing. I think I watched that video and I was like, what is she talking about? Because I heard about it.
Oh, you saw the clip, like the short version of it.
The
Okay.
short version. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
all I saw because I had a
Right.
friend that reached out to me and was like, well, what do you think about this? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so
Right.
then I look it up and I'm like, what is going on? The thing that kills me about this entire situation is that she's like doing club appearances now.
Is
And like,
she?
yes, and she's
Oh
getting
my God.
paid for it. In fact, she quit her job, I saw, because she's like come on a bit of a windfall.
What?
Yes. Yes.
That
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah. What do you think about
Yeah,
this?
so
Yeah.
I didn't know she was doing appearances and getting paid for it and all
Yes.
that shit. That's
She is.
incredible. Good for her.
Good for her. We love to see it.
Also like that. I mean, once again, this didn't make it onto the list, but remember that like I'm looking for a guy.
Man in
6'5",
finance.
blue eyes,
Man in finance. Yeah.
Yeah. So she blew up too. Now she has that song, etc., etc. Whatever. Good for her. Anyway, as far as the hot or whatever. That is brilliant. When I saw the entire video, I was like, did she really just do that?
She really did. She really
And
did.
I didn't know she was going to blow up like that, but it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, I think one of
Once
my
again,
biggest
take notes.
Yeah. Take notes. I think one of my biggest things is like I think if you're gonna do a bit, you gotta commit to the bit. And the thing
Yeah.
that's amazing about it is like I don't think she realized she was being absolutely fucking ridiculous when she was saying it. She was just drunk, right? Which
That's
is
what I was gonna say. I think the part where
yeah,
she was drunk kind of like, helped her a lot.
helped her a lot.
But also
Because
that's like when you're the most honest, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the thing is that kills me is like, listen, obviously it's funny, right? And like, yeah, she's getting like club appearances and stuff, but me, like, you blow up this way and then you're getting all these like club appearances and stuff like that and opportunities to make money. How do you bring that up to your family? Because she seems really young. Like she seems like in her early
Uh,
20s, I think.
okay, let's be real. I'm pretty sure her family has already seen the videos.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. I'm like, that I would be like,
Imagine her dad watching that video and he's like,
that's actually exactly who
excuse
I thought
you?
of. I was like, if I was the father, I'd be like, what the fuck did you just say on the internet for posterity? Like,
Yeah.
I
This is
don't know,
like complete TMI, but I remember when we were younger, my mother always used to be like, don't lick that, don't put it in your mouth.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I can only imagine her dad, you know,
dude.
he's probably like a pastor.
I know. I know. Or like a school principal somewhere,
Right, right.
you know?
And then he's
And
like,
so, yeah,
what
I
did she
mean,
just say? Yeah.
again, I think, it's funny. I think you can make the argument that it's actually fucking crazy that you can have this weird, almost serendipitous moment that happens and then your life changes
100%.
immediately.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. I know some people get really mad when things like that happen. They're like, these people, they're getting rich for no reason. But the thing is, it's like, I don't know. I feel like if you're one of those people that's all like gung ho about like the free market and like capitalism and stuff, then you should kind of like this comes with the territory a
Yeah,
little
for
bit,
sure. Yeah.
that like you
And
again,
it also
yeah,
it's I think what people fail to realize, like, yeah, it might have been like a few seconds of them saying some dumb shit or doing some dumb shit, but like
yeah,
these people actually have jobs, It was just like they got lucky and they said something stupid that blew up and good for them.
and good for them, which actually leads us to our second or one of the trends that we made sure we want to talk about street interviews because
Oh
that's exactly
yeah.
how she blew up.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. So the worst street interviews that I've seen that I'm like, why the fuck are we doing this? This is 2024. It's like these like ugly ass mofos coming up to women and asking about their body count.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
My favorite video of that is like this one chick, she's like, why does it matter? And then she talks, I mean, obviously, there's a guy asking her the question, and she's like, why the fuck are we doing this? Why do you care? She's like, if you care about this, then you're a fucking loser. It was beautiful.
that's the kind of shit I want to see. Yeah, because I've seen like a lot. First of all, like late night shows sort of cornered that market
Oh
right
yeah.
before the
Yeah.
the TikTok situation happened. Obviously, like you'd have like I always think of the Daily Show and Jordan Kepler. Like he was
Or
doing that
even
for a
like
while.
Jimmy Fallon and what's his name?
Uh, Kimmel, right?
Oh yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. You're right, Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel with the dog. It was the dog that used to remember. It's like a puppet.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
it turned into Guillermo. There you go.
Guillermo, yes. And then
Uh-huh.
Guillermo would
Yeah.
go and go,
You're right.
yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So it turned into all of that. And so, first of all, I think like those things are so easy to edit to fit whatever it is you want to like be saying, right? Because
Right.
again, dude, you're sampling a very small size of population, people that actually willing to talk to you, and then whatever they say, right? I don't think it's always accurate, but it is really funny. Like you sent me a video about flat earthers, remember?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes. And if you feel like, do you believe the earth is flat or whatever? And
Right.
it's like
So the first, I mean, aside from like late night shows, the first one I saw was so there's this curated kind of like underwear club, and they would
Okay.
go out to the streets and ask people. It'd be like straight people, gay people, whatever. They would ask people
Sure.
like, "Hey, what underwear are you wearing? And what does it say about you?" And I think those were some of the best that I've ever seen because it's just funny, you know. Like,
Yeah,
first of
harmless.
all, like what does your underwear really say about you? You know. But these people got really creative, especially when they were wearing like briefs or like thongs or jocks. It was always
Yeah.
like super funny because I was like, okay, well, yeah, I guess you are adventurous. Um, but yeah, they've gone
Yeah.
out of control. I feel like every influencer or TikToker is now doing them.
Wants to do it because they know it's like quick clicks.
Right.
Which is fine. Again, it's fine, but I also think like there's definitely a talent to being good at doing
Oh
that,
my God,
right?
yes. Yeah.
And it's not in high supply from the ones I've seen. Like most of these people are just
Right.
like zero charisma, like
Going
zero.
at it super blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which and again, I think, dude, I don't know. I don't know how I would respond if I would be approached like in the street to ask for any question, really. I'd like to think I'd be able to answer
I mean,
somewhat
I'm sure, for example, because you're always
eloquently.
wearing your headphones, right? So,
Headphones,
like,
yeah.
remember, I don't know if you ever saw the guy that was like walking around being like, "Hey, what song are you listening to?" Like that would be an
Yes,
easy one.
that would be super easy.
The
And then
one
he,
I feel like is super set up is like the guy who goes around New York streets and he's like, "How much do you pay for rent? Oh, can we take a little tour of
oh,
your?"
yes,
I think
yes.
those are like super set up.
Oh my God, for sure. And then he
Yeah.
started getting like famous people on it, like you said,
Right.
Drew
And that's when I was like,
Barrymore.
okay, you obviously had to plan this. Like you didn't run into this person and was like, "Can I get into your house?"
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
That's weird.
my favorite one that I guess it's not like street interviews, but it's kind of like running into people in the street. It's the doggist on Instagram, and it's the guy that goes around. He's like, "Can I take a picture of your dog?"
Oh,
And it's the cutest
I don't
thing
think I've ever
because
seen that.
yes, so he's like he's I saw him on YouTube, but apparently he's huge on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so he it's around New York City and he's a photographer. So he has like those really nice cameras and he's like, "Hey, excuse me, can I take a picture of your dog?" And it's always really lovely because you get all the stories about the puppers and like, they're being adorable and getting their picture taken and stuff. And I found out about it and I was like bawling because the one that was recommended to me is like he took a picture of a dog or whatever and put it on the Instagram. Well, a friend of that person messaged him and was like, "Hey, can we get a print of that picture because the doggy passed away? And I want to get that print for my friend."
Right.
And he was like, "What?" And so he actually found out where they lived, like through the friend. And he made them this print with this beautiful frame for them and went and delivered it to them. And you see, like, the dog mom, she like sees it and she starts bawling because the doggy died very young. Like, he had some like
Oh
disease.
no.
And so she was like, "Thank you." And I was like, you know?
Right.
So yeah, so that's how, so see, that is
Yeah.
cute.
Right.
Okay. That I'm all, but it's like, "What's your body count?" You know?
Yeah, those are super stupid. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So the next one we should talk about is, I mean, I guess it goes down into body count, like the boyfriend trend, the before boyfriend trend.
Before boyfriend, I've seen like the before the black girlfriend, before the, which is, that's very interesting to me. It's always like before insert ethnicity or race,
Yes, 100%. It's never
whatever.
like, yeah. And the
Yeah.
majority
Which,
of them is it's like white people doing it.
yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's funky. I
Um,
don't know.
it's weird. I don't know that I
Yeah.
like that. Also, like, yeah. It reminds me kind of like I don't know, along the same lines of like the "this is my golden retriever boyfriend" or whatever
Oh my
trend.
God, yes.
That
Yeah.
why isn't there a hashtag for ADHD adult spouses? Should I start that fucking trend?
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe you can start it.
Be like, this is my ADHD adult husband. This is the third time he's forgotten what he's doing in the space of 5 minutes.
Right.
Cute, you know?
Actually, that would be a cute trend.
Don't steal it, guys. This is my personal journey.
I'll text you my idea as to like what you could actually do to blow up.
Oh my god, please. Yeah,
because it would be a cute idea. But anyway.
But yeah, so all of that, like it's fun. Again, the thing that irritates me about it, it's like, yeah, sometimes being with someone does make you better or whatever, you know, but I don't know. It's like there's something about the concept that just doesn't sit all the way okay with me.
Now, okay, so I have seen a few like Latinas doing it, like with their white husbands.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different though. It's not meant to like talk bad about the white husband. It's more of a like, look at how much seasoning I put into him. So then they're like sitting down and eating delicious food versus like, I whitewashed my black husband or I whitewashed my Mexican husband, you know?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, absolutely. No, if I have seen only a few where it's like before my the African wife effect, and it's like this guy going to this like gorgeous Nigerian wedding, and he's wearing this like all the garb, right, all the traditional garb, which that's great, but for the most part I'm like, guys, this is lame as fuck.
It's like that trend that I was telling you about where like, I don't know why it has to be racial, but like it's the white girls who are like, this is natural beauty, and then they talk shit about black and Latinas wearing makeup. Like, who the fuck cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
You do you, honey boo boo.
You do you. The thing is very few people in my life have ever seen me without makeup on. And that's for a fucking reason.
Okay? Oh my god. You're so dramatic.
I don't trust people, okay? And I have purple under eyes. So it's not gonna fucking happen, okay? But yeah, so it's like I just feel I don't know. For me, like, well, you know, it's cultural too. Like, are you fucking kidding me? If I ever try to leave my house looking like shit, I would get like yelled at.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even when we were younger, I remember I would actually not like dress up. I don't want to say dress up because for me it was like I'm just throwing a t-shirt or a button up on and then a pair of denim. Like that's not dressing up for groceries, but people wear sweats to Walmart, so I don't know.
And growing up, I remember like trying to pull that shit a couple of times with mom and her being like, where the fuck are you going in the street looking like that? And I was like, I think I guess fun. Not. It was fun. Yeah, it was pantuflas one time. It was slippers that I wanted. I didn't want to wear real shoes. And she was
your mom is like, what?
She's like, yes, okay. And I was like, oh, okay.
I guess not.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, exactly. So it's also largely cultural, like this whole like
for sure.
Natural beauty. I'm like, bro, shut up. You're sunburnt, Becky. Okay.
You're like, let's talk about your freckles.
Let's talk about your fucking
freckles. That's another trend.
Bitch.
Freckles. Oh my god. Have you seen people like doing the instant tan freckles?
Yes.
As you have freckles.
Literally, as a certified freckled person, okay, for real, you can kind of see them in some of the videos, but I purposefully, I'm not a fan of my freckles, right? Number one, have never been a fan of my freckles. Number two, also sun exposure is a big fucking problem for me because during the summer, if I don't put SPF fucking 100 on my face, if I go out, I become one big freckle. Okay. I'm not about it. And any one of those freckles could be fucking skin cancer. Yeah. It's not fucking funny. I hate it. Yeah. And then all these like cute little TikTokers are like, oh my God, I just want to do my freckles. And I'm like,
yeah, I've seen them do it with instant tan, like spray tan.
Yeah, and they're like, they do the with the brush.
And then that with the brush too. And then I've seen them do like eyeliner. That looks super
Yes,
fake. Don't do that. It looks
don't do
disgusting.
that. I think the
Do
tan
this.
seems
Yeah, the
fine.
tan
Yeah.
seems to be like the most natural looking. It's
Right.
still kind of weird because you get like this huge blob like wherever it lands, so like all that is dark or darker, and then yeah, you
Darker.
get freckles around, but like I don't know. It's like you said. I mean,
Listen,
I personally do like freckles, but I don't like them to the extent of like having to force them on my skin for a trend.
right. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. My uh brother thought he was real fucking funny, and I'm talking to you, Victor, actually. He would tell me, I'd be like, I really hate them. Like when I was little, I'd be like, oh my God. Because by the way, I wasn't born with them. They kind of showed up at some point when I was like 8 or 9, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Anyways. And so I was so upset. And this motherfucker would tell me, he's like, you know what you can do? He's like, you know, this steam at the bottom of the tortilla holder, you know, where you put the tortillas to be kept warm, and that little, we
Yeah.
all had it growing up. You know
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
I
So he
still
would be
have
like,
one.
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So he would be like, get the steam at the bottom from the tortillas and rub it on your face, and it'll make them go away. And me, because I loved my brother so very much, I was like, literally, he could have told me, go jump off the roof and you'll be a superhero. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, for sure. He said it. So obviously it's true. So then I'm sitting there like a fucking moron, guys. And I would be like sneaking because obviously I didn't want my mom to see me. She'd be like,
Right.
what are you doing? And I'd lift the tortillas. I'm fucking manhandling everyone's tortillas just so I could get to the steam. And I'd be like rubbing it on my face
Isn't it telling though,
until,
like how you knew it wasn't right, so you had to hide. So like you knew it was
yeah,
probably because it wasn't gonna work, but you trusted your
it
brother.
was, but I hated
Yeah,
them so much and I
that
trusted
is
him
so
so much.
funny.
I was like, I'm gonna try, right? Like I'm just gonna
Right.
try. Wrong.
Another one of those trends that I hate is the. I mean, that's an older trend, but how people used to like plump their lips.
Oh, with the
That
bottle. And
is
you go,
so dangerous.
oh, dude, imagine if
Yeah.
you got it stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Lips plopped. There you go. Bye bye. Go to the ER.
Yeah, seriously. No. Which again, on this trend, since we're on like all the
Beauty. Yeah.
base trends,
Beauty. Yeah.
sunburnt makeup.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I did see one photo shoot that was like super fun, and it was like they painted on a tank top, like a crop tank top, on this guy, and it looked super cool. But that was for a photo shoot. Like, I don't know about
Right.
going
Like I don't
on with
understand how
makeup that makes you look like you got your sunglasses. Yeah, I don't know.
also like how does that work? So like what if you're actually out in the summer
And then
and you
you
start
actually
to
burn your
sweat?
fucking face.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I don't know.
again, that's fucking weird.
Do you know what's weirder is they actually like paint on like their necklaces or like they'll do the tank tops and stuff, and I'm like,
dude,
you're not gonna wear like clothing over it? Like, what are you doing?
listen, I try not to be as judgmental because I'm like, you know, there was a time where we used to put arsenic powder on our face as makeup. Like I get it, you know what I mean? But also like, guys, if we have time to be fucking drawing on a sunburn,
Yes, you have time to pick up a book.
let's fucking yeah, let's, you know, write a poem. I don't know.
I mean, here, writing poems is a talent. Picking up a book and reading it takes no effort.
Very easy, simple. Like, guys, not the sunburnt thing. Also, once
Yeah.
again, I'm super sensitive to sunburns because I'm telling you.
I repeat, I am pro sunburn makeup for photo shoots. That
For
looks
photo
cool.
shoots.
It's
Same.
meant to have a purpose. If I see someone walking down the street with their fucking sunglasses painted on, like,
Yeah.
no.
No. And
Yeah.
actually, on that note, I want to cover the last trend before we go on the break because it feeds into our second half of the episode. But I want to talk about something that Fawn sent me yesterday. Apparently there's something trending called loser core.
Yeah.
Loser core. And apparently all loser core is millennial fashion. That's all it is. And
Yeah.
apparently Gen Zers are like, haha, let's dress like this. And these little motherfuckers are calling it loser core.
Yeah.
And it's trending.
Yeah. Which
Thoughts?
we'll talk. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't get it. I mean, what the fuck?
What the fuck, guys? And
Also,
we'll post like an
when did it,
example.
we can talk more about this in the second segment, but when did it not become cool to like wear no show socks? Like, why is that a thing?
What happened? Thank
No,
you.
we need to go back to like the mid calf or whatever.
Why?
I don't fucking know. Gen Zers are fucking weird.
Dude, not enough
I
people
mean,
went to Catholic school.
do you want to look like you're wearing loser core? Come on.
Dude, loser core, the fucking nerve of these little fuckers. Can you
Right.
believe it?
Yeah.
With their fucking $3,000 rent. I'm like, okay, who's a loser now? Anyways, yes, so that's a huge trend going on. I think that that's like, I feel like that's been trends that it's like, oh, this core or that core or
Yeah.
whatever, or like that's all
We'll
over the
get
place.
into core after the break.
Yes,
But
but
yeah, apparently millennial fashion is loser core. So welcome, millennials. We are
welcome
now
millennials to loser
loser
core.
core. Yeah.
But so we're gonna take a quick break and we come back, we'll talk about all things millennials and Gen Z. So we'll be right back. Hey guys. All right. So we're back. Back. And we want to finish the episode talking about Gen Z and millennials. And the reason for that is because, like we said before the break, the whole loser core situation has cut me deeply. Okay.
She's
I
like, that's too personal.
That's too personal. That's too on the nose. I want to know who the fuck gave Gen Z the nerve, the audacity.
We
Okay.
did. All the
Apparently
millennials
we
did.
did. Yeah. Apparently we
That's
did.
the reason why they have an opinion. We gave it to them.
Like, yeah, they're like, oh yeah. First of all, their attack on skinny jeans, number one.
Yeah. I
Remember?
mean, honestly, I agree. Do I
Let's
still
hear it.
wear them? Sure. But I mean, yeah, it was about time. But
I
also, I
mean,
don't know. I don't know that like dressing like your dad is like, cool. Like, no.
right,
And that's what they're doing.
right. Also, they're like, and then this is the thing. I talked to Fonz about this before we started recording. Like, they're walking around here like they invented grunge. I'm like, you do realize that was an early 90s thing, right?
Right.
Like, one
But
of
they
the
don't know
icons
that. They also don't
of,
know that. Like, oh my God, it blows my mind that they don't fucking know like who the icons are. Talking like these massive names from the 90s. Like, they have no clue who the fuck they are. And I'm
like, if
like,
you invent
what?
white boy dirty grunge, then you've clearly never seen a picture or a video of Kurt Cobain looking like he hasn't showered in 3 fucking weeks. God rest his soul. Okay. Just fucking
Yeah.
looking amazing. Also, by the way, Kurt Cobain, queer icon. Okay.
Yeah.
He was very much a very bi-curious gentleman,
Openly.
as a
Yeah.
matter of
Openly.
fact. Openly so.
Yeah.
Okay. Before it was fucking cool. Okay. Bless them. And then all of us had to deal with him putting a fucking gunshot in his mouth. How about that? Okay. You want to talk about trauma? You want to go there? Start freaking out.
Throw shit at the phone.
Yeah. Well, no, because that's the thing. Again, so yes, I like to be comfortable. And the reason why I was very personally attacked by that loser core hashtag is They're like, oh yeah. And I see some of it and I click on some of these and I'm like, I'm literally wearing this fucking outfit. Like I'm in an oversized t-shirt.
Right.
By the way, it's very cute. It says smile at the bottom. Cute. And then
Do you have items in your home that say smile or a happy day?
no, I don't.
Okay.
I
We're not
actually
there
don't.
yet.
No, we're not there yet, just on my shirt. I'm wearing biking shorts, like those long
Right,
stretchy
right.
shorts. I don't cycle. Uh I do,
You're like,
sporadic,
ask me when was the last time I rode a bike.
literally can't remember. Couldn't tell you. Okay.
Right,
But I'm fucking comfortable. Okay. And I
right.
combed my hair today. I glued caterpillars onto my eyeballs today. Okay. I am not a loser. I'm just tired and poor and in debt. Okay. So give me a fucking break.
Right.
God, loser
Yeah.
core. I'm like, how fucking dare they? Um,
Right. So one of the videos I saw was like the host was explaining what loser core meant. And so apparently core means like trend.
right.
Yeah, and she was like, so right now I'm very late night show host core wearing a host core.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, then she said she was like, later when I go home, I'm gonna be in my bathtub eating beef jerky core.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
which queen. Um,
Beef jerky. Ugh. I mean, I like
I
it.
love
It's just
I
weird, you know?
love beef jerky. It just doesn't seem like a very bathtub friendly snack,
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I just think like obviously there is um a lot of like division between Gen Zs and millennials. So just some quick facts so you have it in your head. So the age range for millennials is 24 to 38, okay? And then the age range for Gen Z is 13 to 25. 25. Yes.
I thought
And
millennials
so
went up to 42 now, no?
well, yeah, it's between 38 and 42, but most things say 38.
Okay, got it.
So like the oldest millennials are 38 now, I think. Um, so you and I
So
are
I'm still in the
technically
middle.
middle-aged millennials.
Right.
So there's that. These are kids that were born 1998 and after that, I believe.
Yeah,
1995.
before 2005? I don't know.
Yeah, 2005.
Yeah.
And so
Oh my God.
so
Like these people that are like, oh, I was born in 2010, I think. I'm like, what?
no, I know. I have a precious angel baby in my family who was born in 2013.
Wow.
And I'm just like, oh my God. Yikes. On
Yeah,
bikes.
right.
I saw this post by a millennial on Reddit and was like, it was an R millennial, actually. And they're like, guys, I've just been humbled to death by a Gen Z cashier at a grocery store. And she was like, I'm on vacation. I'm buying some alcohol at a grocery store. I go through, they asked for my ID. It's an out of state ID. She's like, so I expected them to have a hard time finding the date because every ID is different, right? And they did a very quick glance. And I just said, oh, wow, that was really fast. You're so good at that. And they said, oh, yeah, no problem. I just saw the 1-9 and I knew you were good.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. Ah! I was
Yeah,
like,
she
that is so
see that's the
true.
thing. She was probably like born in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And so if she was like 21, then she was like, "Oh yeah, 9-1, they're good." I mean 1-9,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So literally no one's even actually looking at our fucking year of birth anymore. They're like, yeah,
Honestly, like I can't remember the last time that I was carded anywhere.
you know, babe, the thing is, I'm being very honest. Anytime I get carded, I say thank you. No, I do. Anytime they're like I'll get this or like sorry, because or either like they have to scan it. Like normally
Right,
the
right,
places I do get carded is where they have to scan it in order to do the
right.
transaction, you know? And so they're like, sorry. And I was like, no, it's okay. Thank you. You doubted it, right? Like you had to know. It wasn't just for the machine. Tell
Oh
me
my
it
God,
wasn't
no.
just for
Ugh.
the machine.
The worst
Yeah.
was one time I went to, I don't want to say any names, but it was this liquor store that we
Uh-huh.
all know. And
Yeah.
the lady was like, oh, I was pulling out my ID and she was like, oh, no, no, that's fine. You don't have to. And I was like, are you calling me old? I literally said, oh, are you calling me old? And I was kidding. I was like, are you calling me old? And then she was like, no, 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 oh my God, no. You just look old enough. And I was like, mm-hmm, sure,
Sure.
thanks.
I'm gonna go find your car and key it. Thank
Yeah,
you. See you
right.
later. Yeah.
So
So
before the break, we were talking about trends. And so the one thing that I want to talk about is like that trend that I also saw on TikTok. And it was
mhm,
about like so a millennial could be like a parent or it could be a sibling or whatever, and then you have the Gen Zer on the other side, and so like
yeah.
they tell them like draw hard or do hard with your hands, and so I mean for those of you who listen to us on Spotify, you won't see this, but this is not a heart. Like, in what world is this a heart? Like, I can't even
No,
do
if
it.
you tell me,
I'm
Cookie,
all
make a heart,
struggling.
I'm like,
Or this, like this is what we learned, like that's a heart to us, I guess. Now that I
yeah,
look at
or
it, it
the
probably isn't.
hang up the phone
Oh
and
wait, it's
you
like
go like
this. No
this.
wonder it didn't look right.
It's
It's
like
like this.
this.
Yeah, and then hang up the phone. Like, what what is
And
that?
they
Like,
and they
I get
go,
it, our phones, but what the fuck?
yeah, and they go like this. Or yeah, when that somebody tells us pick up the phone or pretend you're talking on the phone, we go like this.
Yeah. And they're
And
like,
they don't, they go like this.
yeah. And
Yeah.
also another one I saw was like roll the window down. Or no, not roll the window down, like put your window down or something like that.
And we're like
And we're like,
cranking it. Yeah, for our
and they're
Spotify
like,
listeners, we're like cranking. Yeah. And so most of them are like, beep, they're just pressing a
yeah.
button. And I'm like, you've never ridden in the middle of a fucking car without a seatbelt on, and it shows.
Oh, one of my favorites was also like dial.
Dial.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss
Yeah.
those. They were kind of cool.
I had one in my house. Yeah. Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
remember the first time. So when we got our first like wireless phone, we were still living in Mexico, and I was like, "Whoa." My grandma came home with it one time from El Paso. I remember she worked in El Paso, and so she came with it. She came home to my mom's, and she was like, "Look," and I was like, I thought it was the coolest fucking thing. We couldn't get it to work for like fucking months, to be honest with you. It was just sitting there.
That's funny.
So I would love it. But yeah, no, the phones in my house were
Yeah.
like clicking and rolling.
So
Yeah.
I remember the first phone we ever had was not a wireless, but it was one with like the massive long cords,
The
but it
massive long
had
cord.
the
But
buttons though. I never
yep,
had one with the little tours on it. Those
yeah,
were like both my grandma's houses. So like I saw them growing up. I just never had one, and I
yeah.
still love them.
Oh
They're
yeah,
super cool.
they're so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's obviously a bunch of like differences, right? Like we were talking about it too, is like you and I grew up when the internet became a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like we were very much like the dial-up generation, right? Like
Right.
get the phone so I can use the internet. That shit, remember?
Right.
Or also the generation of minutes to talk on the phone or text, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like we're very much that generation where we didn't exactly grow up with having unlimited internet, Wi-Fi, or unlimited ability to talk to someone on the phone. Like there were different plans, remember?
Do you think
Um,
that kind of like influences. Like I personally hate talking on the phone.
Me too. I hate it
Like
too.
I'd rather do like voice memos that I just recently got into because I've
Me
always
too.
hated my voice and texting. I think that's my forms of communication.
I
But
think
like
same.
actual phone calls are so fucking annoying to me.
Same. Like Fonz knows this. If I'm calling Fonz, I'm someone died. I'm having an emotional breakdown, or literally it's a fucking emergency. Like I
Yeah,
don't. Like
yeah.
it's yeah.
That
Uh
now that you mention it, I you're right. Like we don't talk on the phone.
no, we don't.
Like we have obviously, but
Of
we don't.
course.
We're not
Yeah.
like friendships that I've seen that can spend hours and hours on the phone. I'm like,
No, I'm just like,
how? Well, I
no.
guess
And then
technically this is it,
yeah,
but
I would say
it's
this is it,
video
but I
call, so
think
it's different.
it's different. We're having,
Yeah,
yeah, no, it's different. And so I think, yeah, no, I don't like being on the phone for a long period of time, but I think that's something that we share with Gen Z. They don't like phone calls either.
really.
Like for, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've seen that. Like they don't like phone calls either. Also, like I because I actually saw a Gen Z post about this. Like, they're like, why are you calling me? That's so aggressive. So true.
You're like honestly, yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
yeah. Like, why are you fucking
That is
calling me?
very true. Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's
Uh
that's very true. And also, like, if I don't recognize the phone number, I'm not gonna answer.
oh, I don't fucking my philosophy is if it's important to leave me a voicemail.
Yeah,
Period.
or they'll call again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
text me.
right. Yeah,
No, I don't like being on the phone. Um, yeah, I mean the only people I literally talk on the phone, it's like my mom. Like,
and that's because she's like super slow at texting, probably.
oh my God, so
Yeah,
bad. Yeah, if I ever try to ask my mom to leave me a fucking voice memo, like, no. No, we'd bring down the
right.
fucking electrical grid or something. I don't know. Like it's
Yeah,
ridiculous. No, so no, I don't like it. So that's a huge difference. The internet, right? Or like
right.
access to
I
information.
do wish Gen Zers like somehow saw or knew of the struggle that we went through because we've seen like technology grow.
Oh
They
my God.
grew into it, you know?
Exponentially. Like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's a
Right.
perfect way
Within
to
10
yeah.
years, we saw progress everywhere.
So much, so much. Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to put it. Like we grew into it. Or, we grew with it, right?
Right,
Like
right, right.
literally, as
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
growing up,
Hmm.
everything was changing. And I think that was a huge deal for us. Like our guys just going to school, right? Like our
Oh, yeah.
homework assignments, things like that, like we're very, very different.
Oh my God, that example you gave us about, or you were telling me about the library.
Yes. Okay. So I went with my baby niece to the public library to get some books and I love it, right? I love the library. Also protect our librarians and protect our libraries. They're literally the gateway between stupidity and fucking actual knowledge. Bless librarians out there. Love y'all. But so they were out there, we're in there. And I was like, "Oh, let's go look for it." She was like, "How?" And I was like, "Oh, just you use the reference name." And she was like, "No, I don't." And I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "You've never been taught how to do this." And that's the thing.
Right.
We grew up very much like literally like we had to go through the catalog and flip the fucking cards and go and find it.
Yeah.
Like
I
that's
wonder, you
yeah.
should ask her if she knows the smell of books, you know?
She does, but she loves books. That's the difference, right? Like, so she's
Okay.
been a reader since she's been really small. That's my doing. She's always been a voracious reader, and so she loves books in general. So that's the thing. I saw her immediately. She picks up a book
I
and she
wonder, okay, I
sniffs it.
wonder if it's a
Yeah,
one-off. Because
I think so. I
I
think
can
so.
picture Gen Zers being more of the like, I'm
E-reader.
not gonna read it. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, yeah.
I
This
don't
is
like
the
that.
thing too. So like for me, I love the smell of old books and stuff. Like I love walking into libraries and stuff, right? But I am very much an e-reader for sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't do it. It hurts
It's
my
easier for
eyeballs.
me, yeah, for sure. It's easier for me just because of the accessibility. Just
Sure.
because
No,
like
that
you
makes
can
sense.
literally, I
Yeah.
mean, instead of carrying the book with you, like you can literally just pick up and flip, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's why I like it
Right.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely love the smell of, which I wouldn't buy book scented candles. Apparently that's a thing.
Are you serious?
I
Okay,
want to
we need
be if
that.
it's like a real thing where like it does smell like old books, or if it's like a, you know, trash scent.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Speaking of trash, we should go into Gen Z slang.
Yeah. Let's see it.
Okay, so bet. I mean, I think that's like a very easy one to understand.
Yeah, bet, like for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Buzzing.
Buzz, like like you're buzz, like you're all a buzz, something? What is it?
I mean, technically, yeah, because it's amazing, fantastic, or lovely. So like that buzzing.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
Riz. This is like this actually took energy for me to understand because I'm like, what do you mean? Like what?
What the fuck? What
What
is
are
your
you
it?
rizzing? So style, charm, attractiveness, ability to attract.
So
Yeah,
charm? Charm is Riz?
this is where it gets complicated because my understanding from Riz is like when you're trying to hit on someone, it's like you kind of like, you
So
know,
like you're suave, like you're
right,
just
right, yeah, yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah. So that's
oh.
what I understood to be Riz, but
So
apparently Riz is
it's funny
just
because
like
there's a word
having
for it.
style, right?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
word for it already. So
yeah.
okay.
Simp,
Oh, simp. I know what a simp is. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So simp
What
is
is a simp?
like
Like,
a dude. No, it's normally attributed to males, right? It's a dude
yeah,
that is like what to us millennials we would know what pussy whipped is. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So pussy
I
whipped.
I
Yeah.
love how you translate
To our
it.
millennials listening, that's pussy whipped, in
Right.
case you didn't know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. So basic. Uh-huh. Middle
Basic?
class white middle class white people, especially women who are perceived to prefer, come on. Oh God. Prefer mainstream products. So yeah, basic bitch.
So like the Stanley Cup people?
Mhm.
So that's basic. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
What's a bop?
Oh, a bop. It's a bop. Like it's a good song, right?
Yeah. I
Okay,
didn't
I
know
knew
that.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a
uh,
bop.
to cancel, I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Oh
Cancel
yeah, yeah. We
culture.
know
Yeah.
that one. Yeah,
We had
yeah.
an episode on that.
Yes.
Drip. So during previous generations, drip was slang for unattractive or boring. Now,
Okay.
drip is a cool sense of style.
Use it in a sentence. How do you say it?
can
I
you can you use it in a sentence? What's the definition? Thesaurus.
so what? So I'm like, oh, so
her
if it's
her drip
clothes,
is iconic. That's an
oh, so
example.
like my
Yeah.
outfit is
Yeah.
iconic.
It's not
Oh,
it's not loser core. It's iconic. Yeah.
fuck dead. Okay. Okay. Drip.
Right.
Okay.
Mid.
Who?
Mid.
Mid. Oh, mid. Mid. I know mid is like meh, like lame. Mid is lame, right? Yeah, like it's lame. Like it's not impressive. It's mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's
Yeah. It's like
okay.
boring. Yeah. Basic, I
Thanks.
guess. Tea.
Okay.
Okay, I have some tea with this tea. So
Yeah, because tea is an old term.
Yeah,
Oh,
that the queer community has used for
for a
ages
long
to
time. Yeah,
describe when you're talking shit about someone. Spill the tea.
correct.
Yeah.
T.
Now
Right.
Gen Zers think it's cool, and so they just use tea for everything. And
They
that's
do that a
uh,
lot.
yeah, and this is like both straight and gay people, Gen Zers, they all
Yeah.
use tea for sure.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, that's my tea.
That's your T?
Yeah, ate that. So obviously, I mean, we know that ate that, killed
Ate
it.
that. That's
Yeah,
also very queer. Yeah.
Barbie core. Oh my god, the fuck is Barbie core?
Imagine them thinking they invented Barbie. Jesus fucking Christ. Come on.
Everything describing. It's being used to describe everything pink. Barbie core. Your cup. It's Barbie core.
It's my god, Barbie core?
Yeah.
Barbie core. Yeah.
Now I bet you're gonna think of that every time you see
Look at me drinking from Barbie core in my loser core outfit. Fuck
it.
you guys. Just kidding. Love you guys.
Oh, that's funny. Cap.
Lie. I know that's a lie. It's a lie.
Yeah, I
Cat.
didn't know
That's
that.
cat.
Yeah. I thought cap was like the top, like the end, Like
Yeah, like
cap.
you're capped. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I guess it's a lie. Interesting. Sus,
God.
suspicious. Slay, once again, stolen from queer culture.
Yep.
Lit. I mean, we all know what that is. What's a yeet?
Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeet. Is that like skeet skeet? Because that's inappropriate. Is that like
No,
that?
yeet embodies a dynamic expression of enthusiasm, approval, or forceful act of throwing something. I wish people listening on Apple and Spotify could see your expressions. You're like, what? Yeah.
So yeet
Yeah.
is
So yeet
throwing?
could be violently throwing an object.
Okay.
I guess, whatever. Finna.
See, finna is like I'm going to do, right?
Yeah, I'm going
But
to
if
do.
but if I understand that finna is one of those things that's been taken from AVEE, right? It's like African American slang,
Yeah, yeah,
correct?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Finna, yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
So unless you're an African American Gen Zer, shut the fuck up. It doesn't belong to
I
you.
mean, at this point, Gen Zers are on a roll. They're just stealing shit from everyone and thinking it's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So Finna, there you go. Fire, obviously something that's cool.
right.
Superior quality is what they call it. Stan, we know what that is.
Yes, we do.
W,
What?
W, literally the letter W.
What does it sound like? Win? Like what do we like?
Yeah, shortened for win. So that's
So
a
oh, so it's
W.
what is it? Is it like taking an L? I guess. We know
What?
because they say that all the time. They're like, "Oh, you took an L, like you took a loss."
Oh,
I
I'm
know that
sure.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's an L or a W because we can't say words anymore, I guess.
Okay.
The words are too long, so we need to shorten them for everything. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting rundown. Um, I mean, whatever. I mean, every generation has their weird ass slang, but
I
I
think
don't know.
ours as millennials wasn't that drastic from boomers.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a gap.
Right.
No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no.
But this one, they just make up shit and put definitions to shit that, it's crazy.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
think so. To wrap up, I want to share some facts with people about the two generations just to draw some real demographic comparisons. So Gen Z, for age and context, Gen Z were born after 1996. Most Gen Zers are not yet old enough to vote. The oldest among them are around 23 to 24 years old, apparently. Millennials, born between 1981 and 1996, we came of age during the Great Recession. Economic impact. Gen Z faces unique circumstances. They were initially in line to inherit a strong economy, but COVID-19 changed that. In a March 2020 survey, half of the oldest Gen Zers reported job loss or reduced pay due to the pandemic, higher than other generations. Racial and ethnic diversity. Gen Z is the most racially and ethnically diverse generation. About 52% are non-Hispanic white, with significant representation from Hispanic, Black, Asian, and other racial backgrounds. Digital natives. Gen Z grew up with smartphones and little memory of a world before then. They are
Or
tech
no
savvy
memory, I guess.
or
Yeah.
no memory. They are tech savvy and comfortable with digital platforms. Caveat, disagree, real quick. Because Fons and I were talking about this before we started recording, is that yes, Gen Z are super tech savvy because this is all they know. However, Gen Z also seems to be highly susceptible to misinformation and not understanding when things are real or not real. Whereas, like millennials, we were raised to assume that everything was fake in the beginning of the internet. And then later, we started being able to really be good at, you know, telling what was real and wasn't real. So, yeah, they're tech savvy, but I think they're a little vulnerable to,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know if they refer to tech savvy as like, they are the ones who know how to use computers and cell phones the most, because reality is they do.
right.
Yeah. But aside from that, I wouldn't give them much credit.
No.
Yeah.
Uh, Social and policy views. Similar to millennials, Gen Zers are progressive, pro-government, and value diversity. I don't know that we're pro-government. I think we're pro not invasive government. I think that's pretty much it. Um, it's they're saying they're less likely to see the United States as superior to other nations. That I would agree. I think
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
agree totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think millennials and Gen Z absolutely have that in common where we're like we're patriotic and we're proud of where we're from to a point, but we can also
Right.
very
We see
easily be
the
like,
flaws for sure. Yeah.
we see the flaws. Yeah. And actually, if you don't see the flaws in your own country, no matter what country it is, get a fucking grip and go read a book. Um, Gender identity. Gen Z is more accepting of diverse gender identities. Around
100%.
59, yeah, around 59% believe forms should include additional gender options. I would absolutely agree. Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah.
think the ones that are having the most issue with that would be boomers for sure.
The baby boomers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't
Because I
think
think millennials are pretty accepting, and then obviously Gen Zers grew into it once again. So it's kind of like
right,
they're
right.
benefiting from our struggles.
Once again.
Yeah,
Um,
which is great. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, go for it, peeps.
right.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think to wrap up, I think one of my biggest takeaways, I think, whenever we talk about like, the different generations and sort of like this divide amongst us all, I think one thing that is very important to remember is like we're all sitting at a table fighting each other for a piece of a shit sandwich that we were given through no fault of our own,
Yeah,
literally,
yeah,
right? So like, yeah, that's I think the most important thing to remember is that we're both both generations are sort of given scraps from a generation that literally benefited from a booming economy the most. So let's remember that whenever you're hashtagging things like loser coin
yeah.
because
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Uh, it's funny that you mentioned loose accordion because I was gonna close out with that. But yeah, I mean, trends, you know, it is what it is. People like to follow. And
They
sadly,
do.
a lot of these trends are coming from Gen Zers. So
Yes.
there's more to
Yeah.
come, I guess.
Yeah. So again, like the weird shit that is on the internet, like it's mostly y'all, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, more fun for us because, we thrive.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think that's that. But we have some really fun episodes coming for you. One of the things that we're gonna ask you guys is some anonymous questions, right, Fonz? That's our plan.
Yes. Keep
Yeah,
an eye out for these stories. More specifically, we'll be asking anonymous questions. Don't you guys worry, it is fully anonymous. I mean, if you've done one of those anonymous Q&As or questions, there's no way of seeing who's sending these questions unless you want to pay like $30, which Suki and I are not going to do.
we're not gonna do.
Yeah, right.
No.
So keep an eye out so that you can answer those questions. I don't know. We'll have to think about what we want to circle the episode around. It might be just one question and then read all your submissions,
Replies.
or we
Yeah.
might have different questions, but just keep an eye out.
Yeah. No, keep an eye out, guys. We'll send out those questions and definitely gonna be finding out what zodiac sign Mother Earth is because I
Yeah.
really do need to know what the general consensus. I would love to know. But yeah,
Oh
guys,
yeah, and we'll ask you guys what you think. I'm curious to see what people think.
I'm very curious to see what people think.
I
Uh,
said Gemini for the Earth.
yeah, she's
I
a
don't know
little
about countries.
bipolar.
That's a little crazy. I don't know personality traits per zodiac enough.
For each country.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be a lot. But yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll post the question and you let us know what you think. But yeah, guys, so I guess until next time, this has been General Query.
Go
Bye guys.
vote.
Go vote. Bye guys.
Bye.